I think Congress needs to step up. I mean, I'm going to keep going back to this. I understand that they have been completely neutered, but that is what's supposed to be happening right now.
Right.
But what do you do when they don't?
Let's just be reasonable. 10 years ago, I would have been saying the exact same thing that you did. And then they tried to arrest Donald Trump on false charges. They created a new law so that Trump could be falsely accused of rape. They arrested his lawyers in numerous states, and they started going after basically anybody who was supporting him in any fashion. I mean, they literally they leaked information to put some of his cohorts in prison. His associates were threatened with prison time. So the cat's been out of the bag for a long time. Congress is completely dysfunctional and can barely pass a budget. They just jam CRs through every week. And even after Matt Gaetz goes to war over continuing resolutions, they still do it. Congress is never going to get anything done, and it's split down the middle. The judiciary is running roughshod over the executive branch right now with more universal injunctions than any that I think. I could be wrong, but I believe Donald Trump has more universal injunctions, which are unconstitutional, by the way, than any other president in this short a time frame. I believe that Trump's first and second administrations already have over 1/3 of all universal injunctions ever issued. The judiciary is acting outside the confines of the Constitution by engaging in rulings that go beyond the scope of their court cases and those present. This has been widely accepted. We have two choices. Donald Trump can say, the judiciary can do and say whatever they want, or he can say, at this point, they are acting unconstitutionally, and I must uphold my oath to the executive branch and to the Constitution to ignore unconstitutional orders. Here's a question I have for you. If a district court judge in Guam ordered Donald Trump to shoot a man in the head, should he do it?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because it is unethical and morally wrong. And
just moral. There's no legal issues?
There's obviously legal issues.
It's illegal, right?
Obviously.
So if a judge orders Trump to do something illegal, he should refuse.
Yes.
And that's where we are right now with all of the district courts. Universal injunctions defy the Constitution and have sparsely been challenged. The way the courts are supposed to work is that if a party comes and says, I am aggrieved, then the judge can issue relief to the party. Instead, what's been happening is district courts have been issuing universal rulings decreeing laws over the United States based on a single individual's complaint. Completely unconstitutional. Donald Trump's only recourse is to say there's a rogue judiciary that must be defied.
To what extent, though? Because
ask the judiciary why they're violating the Constitution.
Well,
I think that.
And listen, I'm not going to argue with you about the judiciary being problematic. I spent 4 years doing criminal justice reform in this country. Like, absolutely, there are so many problems with our justice system. It will turn your hair. But the issue is, at the end of the day, if we keep going down this pathway, we end up with an executive that has pretty much unilateral power because, again, Congress has neutered itself and is not going to take any action. And my concern is what comes next, because the ante will just keep rising and rising and rising. And we saw what they tried to do during COVID. We saw how close they were to getting away with the vast majority of it. If we do not have a court system that's able to check some of those things, and if everybody just disregards the laws that they don't agree with or that they think are wrong, where we end up is a very scary place.
Do you think that if Democrats were restored to power, they would never again do a lockdown like they did in 2021?
I think they'd absolutely try to do it again.
Don't get me wrong. Full disclosure, Trump is the one who initiated that 2 weeks to slow the spread. That being said, red states quickly turned around and started reopening. Florida became a vacation destination for Democratic politicians like AOC. So here's what I think. If Donald Trump had lost, Democrats would be gearing up for the next lockdown, whatever it may be, climate lockdown or otherwise. The FDA under Joe Biden, his holdovers, fast-tracked new mRNA vaccines for bird flu. And there was recently a falling out. I think RFK Jr. is not too happy about it. I would just say, if we were to right now go, guys, the escalation is getting out of hand. Let's stop right now. Do you know what would happen? What do you think would happen?
I mean, I assume you think they would keep going, and they probably would. But is the answer, where do we end up? Do we end up in a civil war? Where do we end up if this keeps going?
Because now you're talking our language.
I mean, really.
We're familiar with that phrase around here.
Hopefully it forces Congress
Drink
to act.
chat.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.